In his third budget delivered to a joint session at the Capitol, Governor Scott proposed a range of new spending focused on helping the rural economy and the environment. The governor wants to use the estate tax to pay for long-term cleanup of Lake Champlain and other public waterways. He proposed new tax credits to spur downtown redevelopment and improve rental housing stock. And he wants more money to get broadband to rural areas, announcing a new partnership with Microsoft.
I'm proposing to make bonding available for municipal broadband in areas that need it.
But his central theme once again focused on Vermont's demographic challenge. Lots of available jobs, not enough workers, urging lawmakers to embrace a targeted recruitment campaign to lure more people to move here. Scott proposed new subsidies to make childcare more affordable for working families, millions more for state colleges to lower tuition, and he would add caseworkers at DCF, thanks to a child custody spike stemming from the opioid epidemic. Overall, general fund spending would rise about 2%.
If we do,
I'm being arrested because I boo when people clap.
As he was finishing, one woman in the back booed him, prompting security to remove her from the chamber. It gave Scott an opening.
let me go back to the civility part.
A plea for respectful debate this session, prompting a standing ovation. Surprises? Well, the governor did propose a steep new tax on electronic cigarettes, saying he is alarmed over the spike in teen vaping. And on the estate tax, Scott proposed to more than double the Vermont exemption. He said he hopes it will discourage wealthy people from moving away. We're live at the State House in Montpelier. Stuart Ledbetter, NBC5 News.
Stu, thank you. Let's continue our team coverage tonight with NBC5's Renee Wunderlich.
Renee, how are the different political parties reacting?
Well, Stephanie, Bryan, is actually very similar hearing from folks today. A lot of the same things we sort of heard 2 weeks ago after Governor Scott gave his inaugural address, but with some slight changes. Here's how they feel.
This is the difficult task before us.
Reworking Vermont's budget, Republican Governor Phil Scott shared his vision, but will a Democratic majority see eye to eye?
This budget, unlike the last two, did not immediately set up a showdown by pitting public education versus keeping the government open.
Senate Democrats are cautiously optimistic about the address. House Speaker, Democrat Mitzi Johnson, feels the same way.
The fact that he talked about some of these ideas being the starting point of a conversation is very different than what we've seen in the past, which is this is the bill that I want on my desk by this date.
Some progressives, however, were surprised not to hear anything in the governor's budget about funding health care, specifically mental health resources.
So we're taking internet sales money out of the ed fund. We are using $8 million from the estate tax. What are we not funding? Because that's current money. So if we're shifting it and not replacing it with any new revenues, what are we not funding?
Lawmakers are now doing a deep dive into the numbers, but House Minority Leader Republican Patty McCoy says she's especially hopeful about the governor's joint proposal with New Hampshire for voluntary paid family leave.
Paid family leave was a big issue. I actually like that we're actually trying to partner with another state. We are a small state. New Hampshire is a little bit larger than we are, so if we can pool our resources, it sounds like a great plan, and I hope everyone in this building is open to at least listening to that.
So now senators and representatives will take a closer look at Governor Scott's plan and see if they might want to recommend some tweaks. We're live in Montpelier tonight. Renee Wunderlich, NBC5 News.